Hello, hello. Check, check, mic, check. How's everyone doing? Let me just make sure everything's all good here. Awesome. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Happy hump day? Yes, it is Wednesday, my dudes. Let me go ahead and switch over the camera angle. Fortunately, well, not unfortunately. I mean, hold on, let me just switch before I talk about it. All right, everyone. So, I'm trying out this new browser, recommended by a friend of mine. And apparently it's supposed to help out with less processing power and all that, so make things a little bit smoother, hopefully. But unfortunately, I didn't realize until now that I have to log into the music website that I use for this, and I don't know if I remembered my password. Luckily, I have a thing where it keeps track of all this. What's the name of this thing? It's not looking good. Shoot. All right, well, I guess I have to go back to... Let's see, Kamal, how you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for stopping by. I will get the stream started here in a moment. I'm just very ill prepared today. I feel like I as soon as I think I got everything in check, all my dots lined up, everything is all good, I always miss something. I gotta figure out the password of this. Let's do house. The usual. Repartying. Cool. All right, we are good to go. All right, folks. So let's talk about, I guess, the update from the last stream, which, to be honest, been a little bland, but we can definitely go back and let's see. Doing great. My first time seeing you live. Oh, I'm glad you make it. Well, I'm glad you can make it. I'm trying to adjust the schedule here. I was actually supposed to go a little earlier, but I got lost in track of time. Some stuff happened. I had to eat quick. Used to see the recorded ones. Okay. I'm glad you can make it. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for watching the videos, supporting the channel. I really do appreciate you. So let's go over, and guys, this is gonna be an open-ended session, I guess, where you guys can just pretty much ask me anything, where we're gonna just be going over the charts. You guys have any questions, anything you want me to look at, please let me know. So let's go over what I am looking at, the setups I'm looking for, and just give you guys a little bit of a refresher. So on a much larger time frame macro scale, to me, this is one ginormous A to a B to a C. And then from there, you have its own separate little ABC here within the C. And then each one of these has its own ABC. I'm just going to draw it just to illustrate it quick, just because it's going to give you a little bit of an idea of how I broke this down. And to me, this is a much larger, clearer, completed setup. Now, just because I say that it's completed doesn't necessarily mean this is going to be the bottom. I have to wait until price comes back above and maintains above the pivot of the A, which is the 17,600, 620 region. And from there, I can definitely go ahead and be a little bit more bullish. And from there, we can go about, figuring out where it wants to go. My job is not necessarily to give you guys specific targets. All I know is that if BTC does climb above that region and, shows a healthy bounce and we can maintain above that and push upward, that definitely calls for at very least a retesting market. Now, when I say that, you got to keep in mind there's different ideas, different areas you can keep an eye out for. For example, one being like the 0.5 to 0.441 region, which kind of lines up to, this is if we bottomed here. Kind of lines up with this region here, which I actually like. So definitely a good test up to 35, 33, 34K is definitely in the cards. Not leaning on that as of yet. Like I said, I have to see how things develop as price continues to, you know, move right. Whether it's going to go up and down, we don't know. But as price further develops, I can definitely go ahead and see how it's going to move from there. If we continue lower, I'll have to reevaluate and see where the next possible areas are. But for me, this is a good region. That's just for me to keep in mind in the future. Going back to what I said before, we have this ABC, and we need that 17,600 to be reclaimed and held in order for me to be a little bit more bullish. I will be taking a long off of that setup. Let's go down to a little bit of a smaller time frame. Now guys, I say smaller, but we're still in the 1 hour. I'm completely zoomed out. I'm just keeping a I'm trying to maintain the same perspective and not get too carried away with zooming in too much. So actually, in order for me to do this, I have to kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together just to show you guys what I'm looking at. So to me, this ABC is an A, B, C. That's going to complete one larger A. And then we have another A to a B to a C. And that's going to complete a much larger B. And then now somewhere, I don't know how this is going to develop, but all this is going to be one C. Now, it could bottom here. We can be consolidating before we push back up. Or we can come down, put in a little low, and continue downwards. We'll have to see how that goes. But just keep in mind the overall macro pivot I'm looking at is at 17,600. All right. And so from there, if I go to a little bit of a smaller time frame, I was keeping that structure in mind, the larger orange one I just showed you. So when looking into the B wave, the A wasn't necessarily a clear ABC. This B had a nice ABC. And then now we have an A to a B to a C. And from there, I was able to take a short off of this region here. Oh, I actually got a spot on this time. We're on that 21,100 region, 110. So as long as we're below that, I'm going to remain bearish. I'm going to be holding that short. Let me just show you guys the ABC, what I was looking at. All right. And from there, I have to wait before, I have to wait for a certain setup to form, a continuation setup, before I can consider taking profit on this short here. Now, what is a continuation setup? Pretty much a continuation setup is a ABC that forms that goes ahead. Wow, I can't speak. Let's rephrase that. Pause. It's a setup that can basically show you a possible sign of continuation of the larger trend. Wow, that was so hard for me to say for some reason. Going back throughout the bear market, I'll show you guys a bunch of different examples of continuation setups. So we had this setup here to start off the bear market. And basically every single bearish ABC, we're going to use this red line as a entry point or a point of entry. And every single ABC that we see that's bearish, you're going to go ahead and take profit, re-enter here. If I look for another one. Here's another one, take profit, re-enter here. All right, here's another setup. Take profit, re-enter here. We had another setup here off of this ABC. Actually, well, this was playing into the C, but I would have taken profit, re-entered here, and then now we can exit short there and re-enter here. All right, if that continues to hold, fantastic. If we come back up and we never form another bearish, well, we are going to form a bearish continuation setup if we do come up. Let me show you guys what that will look like. So now I'm waiting for another bearish ABC to form, which to me, on a 45-minute, this is a nice, clear, concise ABC. Relative in size to the prior setup that we entered on. So to me, this fits the perspective, this fits the rules, and I'd be more than glad to take the trade off of here. So whenever that happens, I'm going to exit this short and re-enter down here. Worst case scenario, if we just keep on pushing through, we still have that bullish setup that we can trade off of, as well as it'll lock in and secure the profits we made from the previous short. As the reason why I do this is because you don't know where exactly price is going to bottom or top. All you can do is look for the setups, play them, try to play into continuation. If it fails, you still walked away with something. If you're doing it right, you guys should be walking away with profit regardless. It should be a little bit more consistent. And if you can catch the trend regardless of which direction and play, it's just like the larger bear market that we've been in. Let's say this is the bottom. I'm just saying hypothetical here. If this is the bottom and we somehow reverse, if you could do the same thing to the upside, just focus on basically much larger bullish setups. Let's say that forms, and let's say we're originally taking the trade off of this. If you can catch that long, take profit up here, basically let price rise. Catch another one off of that setup. Just giving you examples here. That's going to help you compound the gains that you had left, and potentially, and secure just in case, or secure your profits just in case that, let's say I could play devil's advocate here and say, what if this is just one giant A to a B to a C? And then that if we do get a nice larger pump, what if that's just a setup to continue all the way down to those crazy lows that 10K, 9K everyone keeps talking about? That would be a ridiculous setup, and from there you would still be able to benefit off of walking away with something. So that's an example of how I'm going to approach this moving forward. That's what I plan on doing, and we're just have to wait for the setup. I'm pretty much waiting for that high of 18,216 to be broken. From there, we'll go ahead and take profit and look for a re-entry. If not the end of the world. We'll go ahead and continue to play into the continuation to the upside. So that's pretty much it. That's what I'm looking for. If you guys have any questions, please. I know there's a couple of you in here now. Please feel free to ask. We're going to be going over the main coins. I'll let you guys ask me any questions you might have. Go for there. And yeah. So I feel like we've listened to these. Let me scroll down a little bit more so we can get a little bit more variety. So it's called Acid Reality. That's a good one. Let's see. I opened a short at BTC at 21.4. Wow, you managed to get to the top of that, Kamal? Good job, man. And close at 16,500. Not bad. Me personally, I would have held that, but you have that 18,250 setup to try to play into the continuation. Did I close early? I would say I wouldn't have closed, just because this is a much larger potential top. And if price does, let's say for example, Kamal, that higher high past 18,250 doesn't happen, where do you go from there? If that setup doesn't form, definitely if we can get that setup up there, Kamal, I would go ahead and re-enter once it gets back above and then back below and use that as your main entry point. But I'm going to play devil's advocate and say, what if this doesn't? What if we just continue to fall? Unfortunately, you're leaving money on the table. So how I approach things and how I trade, yes, I would say you close too early. But I wouldn't beat yourself up over it. It was a good trade. And a worst case scenario, like, I don't recommend this a lot, but like if someone's really wanted to take some money off the table off of a good trade, take partial. Worst case scenario, you get the benefit and you can re-enter off of here. But let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. It's very well possible, Kamal. Marshman, what up, Johnny? Listening on my drive. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're just going over, you know, just a little bit of an update and let you guys know what I'm looking for. But yeah, Kamal, there's a chance that price can keep going down. Unfortunately, if that is the case, there's really no good setups, yeah, on anything, honestly. I would try to wait for a break above 18,250. If we can get back above there and reject, that's your best bet. But unfortunately, that's the only thing I can really, that's the only direction I can really point you in. I wouldn't just enter a short because of FOMO. Prathish, good evening. Good. Well, for me, it's good afternoon, beginning of the evening. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Same thing with you, Marshman. Hope you're having a good day. Yes, agree. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that level. If we can get back above and below, I think you'll be all right. But you're taking the chance of price continuing lower if we never get that higher high. So let's go back to Ethereum. Let's see. So ETH has a much larger A to a B to a C. All right, each one of these waves has its own A, B, C on a much larger scale. A, B, C. And then from there, we'll have to see if it bottoms, if we continue down, if this is the bottom and, you know, we hold support above this larger pivot of the A at around 1176, then I'll definitely be a little bit more bullish. We're kind of fighting that region now. Besides that, that's pretty much it. I'll go over, I'm also in a ETH short off of this setup. All right, and from there, I'm going to be holding that same principle. If ETH can come back above the this other ABC or this more recent ABC at around 1350 and come back below, I'll go ahead and take profit and re-enter off of that setup and hopefully get to continuation. We'll have to see what happens. The other variation of what could happen is this could also be an A to a B to a C. We might not ever put in that higher high. There's a chance that that's also possible. But in order for me to play into a continuation for possible lower lows, I have to see that setup form. If we just dump from here, it's not going to show that much strength, in my opinion. By the way, my short on FDT reached 37,000%. Wow. Everyone, give a round of applause for Kamal. That's incredible. Good job, man. I'm very proud of you. I want to see this. Where did you short from? That's incredible, dude. 2067. Wait, 2067? It was a stop limit order. Let me know if 2067 is right. Or did you mean 3067? Because 2067 is down here. I'm just curious, Kamal. That's impressive. Whatever, regardless, 37,000%. Was it off on an ABC or just off of something else? If it was an ABC, props to you, man. When CZ tweeted he wanted dump. I don't know. I'm not too familiar when... Oh, it's a different chart. I see. Okay. Wow. 2067. Congratulations, man. You pretty much played the breakout. Incredible, dude. Did you took profit, right? Because the problem is with shorts is that once you get to a certain point, there's diminished returns. So once you get past like 60% of actual chart price action, the amount you're gonna make past that is not that much. So you're better off just are they really blowing the leaves outside right now? I hope you guys can't hear that. If you can, I'm sorry. I'll go ahead. Should I close the window? No, I'll just wait. If it gets, guys, if that's really loud, let me know. It should be able to be picked up though. That's just my theory. But congratulations, buddy. Let's go back to Ethereum. That was a killer short. Like I said, everyone, please. Yes, I closed. Awesome, guys. Give Kamal a round of applause, and definitely give yourself a pat on the back, buddy. That was a phenomenal trade. I hope you made out like madman. I hope you did really well. Well, I know you did really well. So for ETH, you do have the possibility of coming down lower. Binance delisted FTT from futures. Yeah, I would too, especially after what's been going on. I don't blame them for doing that at all. So you have that set up there. Guys, I'm about to throw my... That's really loud. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me close this window. All right. Sorry about that. That was just... They're literally like right outside my window. Just there's like 2 or 3 of them just with the... Let's see. I shared the trade on David's Discord. I'll take a look at it after the stream, but congratulations, man. I'm proud of you. We can't hear that. If it was... What? Jesus Christ, Pratheesh. All right, so get back below there. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to finish the thought and I can't do it because all I keep hearing is the leaf blowers in the back. And then I'm trying to keep up with chat here, and Pratheesh is making dirty jokes. All right, so we're gonna go A, B, C to a possible finish, a continuation of the larger trend or the larger structure. That doesn't necessarily need to happen. As long as we remain above there, that's some major macro pivot. If not, we can definitely come down, put in a smaller structure in between, and then continue up from there. I personally don't think that it's gonna extend past the lows just because there's a lot of support here. You pretty much have a stronger region in like this area here, so that's gonna hold. I think it's gonna do a better job holding. I could be dead wrong though. I just don't see the structure and the setup to show that it's showing even more weakness. If I could see a larger ABC form on Ethereum based off of this setup that I mentioned just a few moments ago, then I would say, you know what? Possibly, because it's going to cause a snowball effect of people trying to buy, and also more people are going to try to buy the pump, but more people are going to sell it. So we'll have to see how that plays out in the future, but just keep that in mind. That's the bearish setup I'm looking for. The bullish back row pivot is at that above that 1179. If we can get a bearish ABC, I'll go ahead and take profit on the short of up here and then re-enter and try to compound. Worst case scenario, we lock in some gains and I walk away a happy man. Let's see. James Baker. Are you the James Baker that's been in Kite's chat all the time? If it's you, welcome, man. Every time Kite reads your comments, man, I laugh. It's amazing. How many million does it take pump Bitcoin by 10%? Well, you gotta. I actually don't know how to calculate that. I think it's off of, let's say, coin market cap. Stop it. All right. So if you want a 10% move, we're gonna need another 30 billion. Is that right? Let me know if my math is right on that. I'm not. I don't know how exactly you. Yeah, that sounds right. Another 30 billion. So, James, you better start buying. I just make the morale up being permeable. It works, man. It works. It was good to see you. You better start buying, James. Get everyone that you know. You better start calling people. Call the whales. I know you're in the circles with them. You're in cahoots. Call them. Tell them to start buying. Doge has made ABC for short. For a thief. You know what I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm going to say. Wait, on what time frame? I need Doge to get back above 0949. That's going to show the setup for me. All right, so that's it for Ethereum, guys. Just letting you know, I'm still in a 1% stop loss trade on ETH. If we break back below and come back above, I will be using a 3% stop loss, 3% risk. I'm sure if you guys have watched Kite, you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, we're adjusting the way we're approaching this, or approaching our setups, just because Kite made a really good point, and I didn't really think about it this way too, is as price gets lower and lower, it's going to take price a lot less to move 1%. I didn't even think about that. I was just thinking about shielding from volatility. The main reason why I think it's a good idea is, or the reason why I like it, is because price has to move against you and back up a certain percentage in order for you to constantly be getting stopped out. The odds of it doing that become slimmer and slimmer the more you increase your stop loss percentage. I'm not saying it can't happen, but the odds of it happening decrease the more you do it. Now, there's a threshold. Obviously, you don't want to be taking trades with 5% stop loss, risking 5%, trying to maintain profit, even though it's a lower R&R. There's a little bit of responsibility you guys have to take. There's like a good threshold you can aim for, and I think 3 is like right in that sweet spot. I could be wrong because I've used 2. I've used 2% risk, 2% stop loss. Doesn't really do anything. So I feel like 3 and 3 might be a good way to approach this. So if I get stopped out, I am going to be attempting that new style of entry, or the new stop loss methods that we're using. So I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm also gonna let the peeps in the Discord know. If you guys are in my Discord, appreciate you guys stopping by. I will definitely go over that a little bit more. I'll make a separate video. I do want to incorporate being more active in the Discord more. I know we're in a small community, but I'm gonna reach out and see if you guys want to do like daily sessions or extra like sessions where you guys need help, where you can do like a little bit of more of a one-on-one more of a one-on-one experience with me. I definitely want to start doing that. It's just, you know, there's not too many people. I know you guys have different schedules. Also, you guys are living in different time zones. Harvey Cameron, hey Johnny, loving the new channel, keep it going. Thank you so much, Harvey. I really do appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. It means a lot to me. And thank you so much for stopping by, saying hello. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, it's not set in stone, but in the future I am probably going to start doing things, and I might do more live streams. I have to see how things play out in the future, but you know, I'm just trying to focus right now just on streaming, stay on top of the trades, and helping you guys out as much as I can. So I'm just gonna go over LTC, and also using this new style of entry, or the new entry method that we're using. I'm just gonna be sticking to the big three. I'm not gonna be trying to trade altcoins, just because if we do continue lower, things are definitely gonna get more volatile, and I don't want to, you know, blow my account trying to play a lot of altcoins. And you guys have seen me take a lot of trades recently, so it's definitely not a good move on my part. I think this is a great way to substitute that. So LTC has a fantastic larger setup here, with an A to a B to a C for the A, B, C for a B, and then unfortunately this was just a straight shot. So that is a C. And from there, that trend is thereby completed in my book and how I view things. The next thing I'm going to do is focus on this area of price action. All right, in order for me to do that, I'm going to be zooming into a 45-minute, maybe, yeah, 45 minutes, good. So for focusing just on that, there's a couple variations of what I could see happening. One is this is an A, this is a B, this is a C. Ultimately, I want a lower low past 47.45 to form, and basically come back up and reclaim that level to form a completed structure. Now, the alternative, and then from there, hopefully, you know, we can see a much larger upside push, just in case that perhaps maybe if I go to like a 6 hour, maybe a 4. You know, this could easily turn into a situation where this was an A, a B, and then a C. It could. I don't want to stretch myself too thin. I don't want to. Just want to make sure I'm maintaining a good perspective. In order for me to do that, I have to take it one level at a time. So going back to what I said before, the other alternative is it's still the end result, but this B wave might actually form a separate entry here, and then you can get, let me just highlight this first, and then this could be a much larger A to a B to a C, and if we do get that much larger bearish setup, I will be looking for lower. Now, is that going to take us all the way down past the lows? It could. From a local low perspective on support, there's really nothing else besides like that $47 region, and then back down to like 38, 39, or I'd say $40. So those are primarily the main regions of support I'm looking at. And if we can push through, I definitely think that we can get down and push the lower low, but I have to see that larger setup form. I personally don't think that this little wick, or I guess not little wick, but this setup here is not strong enough for me to basically conclude that we're going to go all the way down to those lows. I want to see a little bit of a larger structure form. From there, I'm definitely would be a lot more bearish, but until that happens, that's the main idea that I have for LTC, and I'm primarily looking for this low to be broken on the bullish side. I'll possibly consider taking a long, but we'll have to see how it plays out. Let's see. Quick question: if the C wave reaches the exact level of the A, is it an entry or not? It happened on ETH USD Bybit yesterday. I wasn't sure of the protocol. If the C wave reaches the exact level of the A, okay. So let me see if I can find that. On ETH USD Bybit. All right, talking about the short. So the rule is ETH USDT Binance. Was it a short entry? You're talking about this one, right? Let me know. It was my head short. Okay. So yeah, unfortunately, unless you can't take it unless it gets past the A. Unfortunately, there's no double tops. We don't really deal with flats. You know, in the larger scale, like if I go to I'll give you an example here. So when price puts in a higher low and still continues a trend, this is a perfect example here. To me, this was an A, and then this was an A, B, C flat. Now it does happen, okay? Don't get me wrong, it does happen, but we do not trade those. I would not. If I was looking at this in real time, I did not take this trade because we did not get a lower low. All right, we did not get a lower low, so that is a no trade zone for me. I did try to short up here, but it pretty much broke through. Okay, thanks for the clarity. Of course, buddy. Hope that helps. But yeah, as long as it has to put in a higher or lower low past the A. You know, if it comes up just even if it does like a double tap, doesn't count. Has to be, even if it's a wick, it has to slightly push past the entry point. So hopefully that helps, Harvey. But thank you so much for asking that. Great question. That reminds me, I gotta reply to some DMs. I gotta do that after the stream. Why are we going for 42 minutes? Well, 35. Remember, for not counting the intro. Let's see. It was my head short. Okay, I clarified all that. James Baker, I responded to Perthish. Cool. We're all caught up on chat. All right, guys. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. I don't plan on staying that long, to be honest. Maybe an extra like 10-15 minutes, unless you guys have some good questions and we can keep going. But I have some stuff. I lost track of time. I got some stuff I got to do. I wanted to be here at like 2 o'clock, but as you guys can tell, I didn't stream until almost 3. My phone. So I got my handy dandy watch. Thought I heard it fall on the floor at some point. What are you doing besides trading nowadays? To be honest, let's see. So I'll give you guys, I guess, an everyday schedule of what I do. So I wake up around like 10:30. At like 11 o'clock, 11:30, I'll go out and do some gig work. Either like I'm helping a friend of mine, or let's say I'm door dashing or some stuff like that. I just need to make some money because right now I'm currently jobless, but luckily I have like other streams of income to like keep me a little bit stable. The goal is not to take away from the account to my main accounts too much, just because I just don't want to do that. So, you know, I'm trying to get monetized on YouTube. If I'm not doing that, I'm streaming. Or if I take the day off, I'm constantly doing something online, whether it's going DMing people asking me questions. I'm constantly doing research on stuff that I should do. I have something in the works that I'm trying to figure out. I have another channel reach out to me, wants to do an interview. His name is Lord of the Coins, I believe. He's a smaller channel. And I'll go ahead and pull him up here. He seems like it's different style than me, but I never will ever turn away someone just because they have a different point of view or different methods. He seems like a good kid. He's a new kid on the block. Let's see. I want to see if I can find his channel. Come on. Whoa. Okay. Ooh. YouTube. The thumbnails, guys, are absolutely edgy. What the heck is this guy's name? There it is. The Lord of the Coins. All right, he's a newer kid on the block. He's getting decent views here. And he's only been doing this for a month, so he might be on track to pass me at some point. But definitely, I'm in the works trying to figure out something with him. We're gonna do like a little like interview session. So guys, be on the lookout for that. If you're here watching, I don't know your actual name, but I'll reach out to you. It looks more, most likely next week it's gonna work. But I'm always doing stuff. I'm trying to figure out ways to like grow the channel. The goal is to get monetized within the next probably like February, March. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It's a little bit of a reach, but I'm gonna try. I have some cool stuff I want to do. Like, I have a buddy of mine who designed my logo. We're gonna put that on stickers and stuff, and so if you guys want to buy that, it'd be a cute little thing. I really like. I'll just go ahead and pull it up here if I can find a better picture of it. I love what he named it. Just ignore the name, but he put the moon and stuff. He designed this for me. We're thinking about just putting that on like on a sticker. So if you guys are interested in that later in the future, I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe t-shirts. I don't know if I'm gonna do t-shirts though. We'll see. I do like the logo though, so I'm gonna stick it on some. I'm always going back and forth, learning new things. I'm doing my best to do research on something, whether it's growing the channel, you know, YouTube, the topics I want to talk about, adding to the Discord. I have some Discord stuff I'm working on, or you know, I have ideas for the Discord I want to do. I have some videos I want to put out, but I just haven't got to the time to editing the video and stuff because I messed up so many times on the recording. I gotta get good at getting better at going for one takes. But yeah, besides that, that's pretty much it. I also do some like gig work as well as just to try to maintain the bills. Birthish, a great question. Do you have a regular streaming time? I'm used to Kite's chaotic schedule. Yes, Harvey. So I do my best. I'm going to try from now on to do at least Monday, Wednesday at around 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If something changes, I'll let you guys know. Check out the, if you guys are subscribed to me. If not, I would appreciate the sub. But I'll let you guys know in the community tab here. I never checked on this poll. Oh, I guess a lot of people think it's going to go down lower. But yeah, I'll let you guys know, update in the community tab, so keep an eye on that in case things change. But it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, possibly Friday. It depends. I have to see. I'm like testing the waters on that, because I think the last stream I did on a Friday was on my birthday, and that got decent views. So we'll see how that goes from there. I'll eventually add a third day. But yeah, keep an eye out. Monday, Wednesday, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, in that range. Cool one. Thank you, James. It's a cool little thing. It started out as a joke. We went back and forth, and he came up with that. I was like, that's pretty funny. I thought it was funny, so I said, like, add some color to it. The ABC thing, it's hilarious. So I actually really like that logo. Maybe it'll change in the future. I might even change the channel name, to be honest, because I just came up with it on a whim. I'm not that clever when it comes to titles. Maybe I'll come up with something else in the future. I don't know. Maybe we'll stick to it just because there's another guy with the same name as me, and he's got like 15K subs. So I don't want to be competing for views with that guy. Do you always look at Bybit charts and the perpetuals? Yes, I do, Kamal, just because it allows me to go off of, because Bybit's the exchange that I use, so I know exact entry points where I want to go because it differs from one exchange to another. Yeah, I mean, I'll prioritize Bybit and Coinbase, but to be honest, the Coinbase chart is not that different sometimes. Sometimes you might get different wicks. In situations like that, I'll have to evaluate how things go, but most of the time, I only do that if we get major dumps. If its price is consolidating, pretty much the exchange prices are pretty much the same. And the reason why they're valued different is because one's going based off the tether price, and the other one's going off of USD. But it's pretty much the same. Is it the same guy who made Kite's logo? No, it's not the same. I don't know who made Kite's logo. A friend of mine dabbles in like photography and video, not video editing, but like graphic design. And we were just bullshitting. I told him I want to start a YouTube channel. We were just going back and forth. He also trades ABCs. Josh, if you see this, love you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. He's currently stuck at my old job, and it fucking sucks, especially without me there. So, yeah, I've been working with him and try to get the sticker idea and stuff together. But obviously, I'm not going to do it now because we're so far away from getting monetized. I can't, publish any products I might want to sell. But it's not going to be anything crazy, guys. It's just going to be stickers. You guys can sticker bomb random places where you're at. Maybe one day I'll find them. Who knows? Just ideas down the line. Let's see. But it's not the same guy. He just happens to be good at graphic design. So I gave him like an idea. He put his own little twist on it. We went back and forth, and then this is what we came up with. It was hysterical. I remember seeing it for the first time. I couldn't stop laughing because I loved it so much. It just represents me, who I am as a person. Just some goofy dude who just kind of just sits back and I just sit back and just watch. I'm not really, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I feel like that describes me pretty well. If I was an astronaut. All right, folks. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry I'm just like in the middle of, yeah, well, I mean, we wrapped everything up. But unfortunately, like I said, I'm a little bit tight on time. So I gotta try to time things a little bit better. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'll catch you guys maybe Friday. I don't know. We'll see. If not, definitely Monday. If you guys are Dave, actually no, I did the live stream with him yesterday. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing it twice in 1 week. I have to talk to him, reach out. But you guys will definitely see me soon. All right, so once you guys know the plan, which I gave you, keep an eye on those levels. That's what I'm doing. Now that you have the plan, stick to the plan, trade the plan, be good, be safe. Don't be stupid with your risk. I don't know what else to say. Harvey, see you next time. I hope to see you next time as well. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone who stopped by, said hello, contributed to today's chat. I really do appreciate you. If you guys are watching the replay, made it this far, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate everyone who comes by and says hello, watches the channel. It really means a lot to me. I look forward to see you guys on the next one. Until then,